June 1st, 2014. Guys, I had a lot of questions about the video about the six seals, trumpet, and vials. So let's just start with Revelation 6. I want to go through all the seals, and I want to explain that in this generation, we've seen this happen in this last generation, and show you how close we are. But let's start right at the first, Revelation 6:1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals. Now notice who opened the seals. Remember, no one was worthy, but the Lamb was. Pay attention. He is opening the seals, Christ. And I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Now, this wasn't Christ. I know he comes at the end on a white horse, not with a bow, but with a sword. Now, we know the Antichrist comes first. This is talking about the false Christ. Now, this started early in the century. Really, it started earlier than this, as we saw the Jesuit priesthood, guys, go across the world. And preceding up to this event, where you see them with Hitler and the Nazi Party encouraging the war against the Jews, and really the entire world that did not agree with their doctrine, because this is Satan's group. This is the white horse. But what we saw was, and if you think back about it and study history, the Jesuit priests went through the Native American tribes, decimated them. Canada decimated them. Around the world, their influence decimated any religion that did not go along with the satanic ritual of the Catholic Church. Now, what you're seeing here are images of the Pope with Hitler, the Nazi Party. They're saluting with him. They were completely behind what happened. They even instigated it, and they led all the way up through all the seals, and they're still here now. This is about the satanic movement and the way Jesus describes it to us. The white horse, remember, not Jesus. He's the one opening the seals. And what does Satan try to do? He comes as instead of Christ, pretending to be Christ. Now listen, and if you'd like a little white horse symbology to go along with it for this day and time, just take a look. Every means of transportation are their horse, their vans, the Pope's little car to the left, the white planes, the white helicopters, the white Pope mobile, in the image of purity, pure evil. Now, let's go to the second seal. And when he opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red. And power was given to him that sat up thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him what? A great sword. Now, what happened after the Nazis starting to getting together with the Jesuit priests and the Pope? It started out as peace, and then it became sudden destruction on this great red horse. A sword with great power. That's what happened. You see what I'm saying? This is that great sword, was the nuclear weapons that came into being. They came out of Germany, if you understand where our scientists were taken from. Let's read it again. Heard the second beast say, Went out another horse that was red, and he was given to him what? To take peace from the earth. What took peace from the earth forever? Even up to now with Fukushima and WIP and Hanford. Guys, it's nuclear. What was given to him? A great sword. Do you know a greater sword other than the one that Christ is coming with? Let's go to the next one. And when he opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil in the wine. Guys, this is modern famine. This is after the atomic bomb. This is what's going on. This is when the third seal with the black horse came out. I want to show you this list. You're not going to see it on mainstream. Satan controls mainstream. He's not going to show what he's doing. Let me pull this all the way down to the bottom. 44-45, Java during World War II. Then it starts. Vietnamese famine, 45. Look at this. 2.4 million, 20,000, 400,000 to 2 million, 1.5 million, 100,000, 15 to 43 million in the Great Chinese Famine, 50,000 Lombok, 60,000 Ethiopia, 30,000 dead here in the Khmer Rouge, 300,000 in Somalia, 200,000 to 3.5 million in North Korea, Sudan, 70,000. The numbers aren't in because these famines are still going on here. Second Congo War, you know that Africa's still in war. Famine in Somalia, famine in West Africa. The numbers aren't in. We need to add. Don't forget, the Syrian conflict, there's about 6 or 7 million people that don't have hardly any food, anywhere to stay. Now their water's getting cut off because of the conflict between Turkey and Syria and cutting off the Euphrates. Don't think this isn't happening. Now, continue on, and when he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. Guys, study what pale means in Greek. It means pale green, light green. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given over unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. That's what we're seeing now. The top two images are the AIDS virus, HIV/AIDS virus attacking the human cell. The two bottom ones are the new MERS viruses. Now let's go to the fifth seal. And when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them, they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. Guys, what does that just say? Does it say rapture away? Or does it say you're going to stand and fight and possibly die for Christ? Let's look at this current information. It may be hard to read, but I'm going to link to that web page. But it gives the Christian persecutions throughout the world currently. Notice the dates. Far East, the Islamic world, Asia, and others. There's a rising intolerance and violence towards Christians, church-state clash in China. 3 Laotian Christian girls denied education due to their faith. In southwest China, house church leader detained and 2 crosses demolished. Christian mother to be released, nurse newborn before being executed. Iraq's persecuted and shrinking churches. 6 reasons. It goes on and on, guys. Now, what is the sixth seal? Let's take a look at it. Revelation 6:12, And I beheld when he opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. The stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Guys, no one would be able to stand unless they have God on your side. You won't be able to make it. But listen, we're about to get into the sealing of the 144,000. Now, I know that some say, and I don't agree with, that it's the Jews, and it's not. There's nothing further from the truth in the Bible, so be very wary of that teaching. Because, again, the other 10 tribes went north over the Caucasus Mountains. It's where a lot of the name of Caucasians come from, and the Anglo-Saxons. You understand what I'm saying? That spread so that it's 12,000 from all the 12 tribes, not just Judah. Now we're coming up on Pentecost and the outpouring of the Spirit and the outpouring of information that we need in these times. Are you listening? Heads up, be safe.